Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wal aqibatu lil muttaqin. Was salatu was salamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin. Wa ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Qala Allah tabarak wa ta'ala fil Qur'anil Majid wal Furqanil Hamid. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. اعلموا أنما الحياة الدنيا لعب وله وزينة وتفاخر بينكم وتكاثر في الأموال والأولاد صدق الله العظيم. وقال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد في شان حبيبه إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. कैसे हैं सारे? ठीक ठाक? Is everyone okay? Life okay? Wife is okay? Wives are okay, you are okay. You are okay, wives are okay. When you are not okay, wives are not okay. If wives are not okay, you are not okay. You know, whenever someone phones me, they say, Mom Saab, my wife's going through depression. Or they say, my husband is not good with me, but I'm okay though. I said, can never happen. Can never happen. And you all have experience. I have experience as well. When your wife has fought with you, something happened between you and your wife. You don't want to go home. And you and Dana, you don't want to go home. Like, your house seems like it's Jahannam, hell. But when your wife is good, everything is going fine, you cannot wait to go home. Wife is good, house is like heaven. Wife is not good, oh, husband is not good, house is like Jahannam. Like, yeah, 2 घंटे और ला लो shift. You don't want to go home. So all depends. If you both are okay, you both are happy. One of you is not okay, one of you both are not going to be okay. So are you going to be like, your wife is not good with you, she's going through stress, she's not talking to you, so you really think that you can stay happy? Or if you are not good, you don't feel like talking to her, she did something and she'll be like happy, go in that room, go in that. No, you both are going to be unhappy. Either you both are going to be happy in a house, or you both are going to be unhappy. So you cannot lie to yourself, no, I am happy. It never happen. What is life? What is life? Life is beautiful or life is not beautiful? Life is ugly or beautiful? You know, to get this answer, life is beautiful or is it ugly, you have to define what is life. You have to define what is life. Life is full of our actions, whatever we do. That is actually life. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, on the day of judgment, what I will do? I will do the hisab of your a'mal. What is a'mal? Actions. A'mals are actions. So your whole life are just full of actions. Coming in a masjid is your life that you do in action. On Eid day, you're spinning around your cars on Wimser Road and you're doing tawaf. What is that? That is life. Those are a'mal. All those a'mal are your life, and this life, these a'mal, you will be accountable on the day of judgment. So either we make our life happy with our own hands, or we make our life ugly with our own hands. And when you ask them, yaar come to masjid, read namaz, imam sahab mushkilat badi hai. You could have bought a house which was £100,000, but you went for £200,000 house. You put yourself in trouble. No one asked you to do that. You could have bought a nice car for £10,000. You went for 20 grand. You put yourself in trouble. Why are you crying now? No one put yourself in trouble. You had one wife. You couldn't afford another wife. You couldn't even look after your first wife. You are the one who got another wife. Now you put yourself in trouble. Allah is saying, whatever you do in your life, no one is forcing you. It's not I've written a taqdeer for you, now you have to do this. Understand taqdeer. What is taqdeer? Taqdeer is, let's say someone watched a movie, halal movie. Someone watched a full movie, then his wife comes and said, let's watch it again. And in that movie, someone was walking and there was a car and he had an accident with the car. He was crossing the road, he had an accident with the car. Now, husband already watched it. And now wife is watching again the same video, the same movie, and husband says, oh, see now. When this man is going to cross the road, car is going to come and going to hit him. Now the guy got hit by a car in the movie just because the man said it, or he already watched it and is giving news to his wife. Because he has already watched it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he sent you in this dunya, he already saw what you are going to do till the day of judgment after that. According to that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wrote your taqdeer. So you are going to do everything with your own will. If Allah wouldn't know that you are going to do all these things till the day of judgment, means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knowledge is not kamil. Allah's knowledge is all the way till the day of judgment. Even after that, what are you going to do in Jannah? So if you are doing anything, you are doing with your own will, you making your life beautiful, you're going through troubles, it's because you are doing something wrong. Tonight is the night to do ihtisab. Ihtisab is accountability. Look into your life. Either you are 80 years old, you are 20 years old, you are 15 years old. 15 years old are adults. Mama baby akhdiyan, abbe baby akhden tuanu, you're not babies. Putter, today you go in your grave, namazan na padiyan ta pher ke jutiyan paniyan tuanu. You don't know that jutiyan. I was telling my students, the angels gonna come, they will have a big hammers, massive hammers. And those angels will have no sight and they will have no ears, no eyesight, no ears, so that they don't feel no mercy. This is how they're going to be. Those people who don't read namaz, who go against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's will, who have girlfriends. Imam Saab, month of Ramadan is coming, I'm going to cut that relationship off for 1 month. So you have intention after 1 month, you're going to go back and do the same thing again. So what Ramadan did to you? What Ramzan did to you? Ramzan came to change you. You know when we say Tawbah, oh Allah, we are sorry. We're doing Tawbah. Tawbah means I want to do it again. That doesn't mean that I will do it again, give me 1 month break. No. Allah knows your niyat. So whatever we are doing, we need to do our accountability today, what we need to leave and what we need to adopt according to Islam. Now, what is life? Let's go to Quran and ask Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who constructed this dunya, who's the one who made this dunya, he's the one who created us. So according to him, what he says, what is life? The ayat I read at the start, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, hey ilamu, annamal hayatud dunya, John Lowe, have knowledge that the life of this dunya is la'ibun wa lahav. Listen to this very carefully, there are 5 things in it. La'ibun wa lahav is, if I give you a very simple, your terminology of la'ibun wa lahav, it's a video game. It's a game. You're playing a game. What do you do in a game? You collect points, you kill your monsters. You collect points, you kill your monsters. Every stage is hard. Every stage is hard. You collect points, kill your monsters which are living inside you, all those devils. What are those monsters? Monsters can be disrespecting your parents. That's a monster. You know, people never come to me ask for dua. Mom said, make dua, I have spiritual disease. People say, मेरी लातों की दर्द निकला है, दुआ करो. मेरी बांझ दर्द निकला है, दुआ करो. मुझे बुखार चढ़ के दुआ करो. You know, you should ask imams and other people, or you should make dua for yourself. You're reading namaz. That's a spiritual disease. You're disrespecting your parents. That's spiritual disease. You are not good with your wife. That's a spiritual disease. You will be questioned on the day of judgment. How come you are taking your mother's side, not your wife's side? You can't take your mother's side. I'm not saying, if your mom is saying something wrong, if your mom is saying something wrong, you cannot take her side. Your dad is saying something wrong, you cannot take his side. If your wife is saying something wrong, you cannot take her side. Your husband is saying something wrong, you cannot take his side. You have to be like what Quran says, ta'awanu 'alal birri wat taqwa wa la ta'awanu 'alal ismi wal 'udwan. Cooperate upon good things. Do not cooperate with people upon wrong things. Otherwise, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will hold you accountable on the day of judgment and He's going to give you punishment according to what you was doing. Allah says this dunya is like a game. Collect points, keep moving on. Collect points, keep moving on. The more points you have, the more you can fight with shaitan. The less points you have, the less power you have, the more weak you are, the more shaitan becomes strong, the less you can fight with him. When Ramzan comes, I call Ramzan a boot camp. Shaitan is where? Is locked. Sulsilati shayateen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I've chained all the shayateen. Now train yourself for the rest of the 11 months. If you haven't trained yourself, did nothing at all, then rest of the 11 months, how are you going to fight with shaitan? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Elamu annamal hayatu dunya zinatun. It is zinat. It is beautifying yourself. When we start beautifying ourselves, we start beautifying ourselves from a very young age. You know, everyone wants to look nice. This is nature of human being. You want to look nice. You want to have beautiful daddy. You want to have beautiful topi. You want to have beautiful jubba. You want a beautiful watch. You want to have beautiful house. You want to have beautiful wife. You want to have beautiful car. Everyone wants to look beautiful. How you beautify in other way? I want to go a good school. I want to have a good college. I want to have a good degree. I'm beautifying my future now. You start beautifying yourself, your life, yourself, your children. That it never stops. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's just a beauty. That's all it is. Does beauty stay forever? Beauty don't stay forever. In this dunya won't stay forever. In akhirah will stay forever. Here beauty never stay forever. No matter what beauty is that. You know, you have experienced many times in your life. The car you loved so much. You were mad for the car. You wanted to buy the car. Your dream car. Or your dream girl. Here you got married. Oh, here you got the car. After 3 saal baad tonu navi duvi gadi changi lagana. You start liking another car. Once you got the car, after 3 years, no, I don't like this car. I want a new one. Or after 5 years, hey, the girl comes after a few months or after a few years, you don't like the girl. Or if you like her, but that old beauty is gone. The craziness is gone. Allah says, this is life. Zinat. Zinat is only for time being. Khairum wa abqa is only for akhirah. Khairum, it will stay always healthy. Abqa, it will always stay with you. It will never finish. Abqa, baqa, only to akhirah. In Jannah, you will stay healthy forever. In Jannah, your wife will stay young forever. In Jannah, whatever you have is there forever. In this dunya is never forever. You will be taken, everything will be taken away from you. Your parents are with you right now, who you are disrespecting. You are disrespecting now to your parents. When they are gone, don't go to the grave and cry. Don't come to Imams and make dua. Imam Sahib, I've been disrespecting. I never had a chance to say, I'm sorry, Amma ji, this is what I've been doing to you. I'm sorry, Abba ji, this is what I've been doing to you. Don't, after that, don't need to cry. Oh, no. Don't. Now you'll stand before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and there all the accountability is going to go on. Right now is the time you respect your parents. Right now is the time you respect your wives. Right now is the time you respect your children. Right now is the time you respect your husbands. After that, nothing is yours. Time is gone. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "I'lamu annama al-hayatu dunya la'ibun wa lahwun wa zinatun wa tafakhurum bainakum." Then competition comes here. Once you go to 28, 25 age, tafakhurum. What is tafakhur? Competition. That boasting on things what we have. I have better car than you. My kids go to better school. My kids are doing better in schools. They are going grammar school. My wife looks better than you. My house is better than yours. Everything. That's all we do. All looking better than other people. Like I mentioned last year usually, that nowadays, unfortunately, we are boasting about what? Umrah and Hajj. Like people are going, she went on Umrah, but we have to go on Umrah. And if she went 5 times, she's boasting about it. Really, like trying to show off. Yeah, you know, what is happiness? You feel in your heart. You don't go and tell people, oh, see, I went 5 times, you know. And all those people are taking pictures and putting pictures that they don't want to show that we are in Medina Sharif. They want to show, see, we can't afford to come here. Just to make other people jealous, and they know who they are targeting. And those who are getting targeted, they are so silly, they start running after their husbands or their wives. You know what? Next year we're going to go as well. We're definitely going. Even though we have to take money on interest, we have to go. Why? Because they went, we have to go to. Oh, phones. आपका बट एंड तो फोन रखे भी आता होता है सामने. iPhone 14 है, 15 आ गया iPhone. ये 14 ही है जी. जिन्होंने को iPhone है वो दसो iPhone 14 आया कि 15 आ गया. 15 आ गया. मेरा स्टूडेंट बोले वो पिछू बोले अमानत अली. मैं आखिया सी तू बंदियां ने बहना इत्थे मस्जिद आया ना. तो ताई आराम सुकून बैठे मेरे सामने बैठे. Next thing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, wa takathurun fil amwali wal awlad. Then showing kasrat in mal and awlad. We always showing off to other people that we have more bank balance. Everyone's running around to make the bank balance higher and higher and higher and higher. They don't even know that the death is written on 15th of Sha'ban. The 15th of Sha'ban, angels, they are given sahife by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on Sidratul Muntaha. Our scholar says, people here, they're making arrangements for, after 2 years I'm going to buy this house, after 2 years I'm going to get married, after 2 years I'm going to do this. And angels are smiling at that person. And what they're saying, In our books, you are dead. Hazrat, you are dead in our books. Next month, you are going back. They'll be coming very soon to you in 2 months, 1 month, or 3 months' time, and you're going back before 15th of Sha'ban. Here, what we are doing, وَالتَّكَاثُرُ فِي الْأَوْلَادِ وَالْمَالِ. Are we not living this life? Tell me. We all are living this life. In this dunya, we are racing with other people. My cousin has become doctor, that I have to be. I have to do that too. Parents are after. I know parents. They are after their children so bad because they couldn't do anything in their life. To doctor ban ke rehna. And those youngsters, teenagers, they come to me. Believe me, sitting in my office crying. He said, Imam Sahib, I'm taking depression medication. But my dad is after me. He said, you have to become a doctor. And as soon as he started that course, what he did? Gone back home. मेरा पुत्र डॉक्टर पे बनता है हाँ और पुत्र ने कॉलेज में कदम नहीं रखे he has not even gone to college yet he only chosen that subject he's going to become a doctor dad is telling everyone my son has become doctor he's becoming doctor now he said first year I failed and I've still got many years left and I can't do this but my dad is saying I've told everyone but Imam Sahib it is my fault and my dad told everyone you know don't do this to your children when it comes to college uni any kind of education Hifaz as well. Don't tell everyone when you start something. First see, is your son capable of doing that? If he's not capable of doing that, you will be questioned the day of judgment. How come you're putting that much burden upon himself? Aapko kyun Hafiz ban de? Why don't you become Hafiz? No, Imam Sahib, job, this. Your son goes to school 6 hours. All the padhai, GCSEs, everything. How is he going to do it? So do try. I'm not saying don't try. Do try. But don't burden them so much. What Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says. This is for youngsters. Take advantage of 5 things. Rasulullah says, "Ightanim khamsan qabla khamsin." Take advantage of 5 blessings before they are taken away from you. Listen to these 5 blessings. Rasulullah says, "Shababaka qabla haramika." Your youth, your young age, before old age comes to you. Before old age comes to you. What can you do in young age what you cannot do in old age? Do you come here Jummah day? Jummah day, do you come here to read Jummah? Do you see how many chairs are there? Are they going to get same swab as the person who's reading namaz properly? No, of course not. Of course not. Yeah, if they have been reading namaz in young age as well, that's what the scholar says. If they have been reading namaz, those who sit on chair and read namaz, if they have been reading namaz all their life, now some bimari came and they cannot read namaz properly, they have to sit on a chair, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them same swab as they are doing proper namaz. Why? Because Allah is the one who gave them bimari. Allah is the one who gave them weakness. If Allah had not given them weakness, they would be reading namaz properly. But if you never read namaz in your youth, and now you're an old person, and now you want to become a better person, which is good, it's like it's never too late. Now you want to do it. If you read namaz sitting on a chair, you only get that much swab. You won't get full swab. No. Can you do hajj like a young person? Can you do umrah like a young person? Can you do fasting like a young person? No, you can't do that. Your youth is youth. Jawani de maze jawani de yonden. And what we are doing? Wasting our youth in colleges and unis. I'm not saying it's wrong. Go uni. I'm in a favor that you want to become a scholar. Make sure dunya is with you too. You must have something with you. Then you sit down here. Then I'm telling you, then you will have more respect. But there you are earning your money, and now you're serving community as well at the same time. Never depend on this job. This is only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, never for money. That's the reason I always say, Nath Khan they come, they make loads of money. Peer Sahibs come, they make loads of money. But in our job, there is no money. Subhanallah, that's the beauty of knowledge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never left no money in this job. Why? Because Allah wants you to learn knowledge only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is the beauty of this job. Yeah, maybe after that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to give you money to this job, He gives you. But remember, whenever you're going to start this job, I started learning knowledge. And everyone said to me, what are you doing? One guy actually came to my house. It was our uncle. His full name of becoming doctor. He said, Yar Qasim, you started 10 years ago. You're still going on. I said, yeah, my son became doctor. Should have become doctor. Like everyone, our thinking is wrong. No one think about Akhirah. No one think about we actually leaving this place. We are not here forever. And how many times I've mentioned we done janazah 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 20 years old people, youngsters. I've done janazah in COVID. जानते सन ना जनाजे करान उत्थे जानते सी Charlton Cemetery. Just me standing 2 meters away from a 15 years old child and only about 4 volunteer people from this masjid. No family members can come to the janazah. Why? Because quarantine. Guy died with COVID. So they all stayed home. They were live on Facebook. Live on Facebook. We could hear their screams. Strangers are reading janazah. Those who love this child, they are sitting home. I'm reading janazah. So don't think you're going to live till 80. Do something with your shabab. Allah says, shabab ka qabla haramika. Before old age comes to you, start acting Islamically. Start walking towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you're watching something wrong, leave it. If you have wrong relationships, haram relationships, leave all haram relationships. I always say, go talk to your parents. Make it halal. Parents should understand as well why you're making them. You know, whenever nikah becomes hard, zina will become easy. This is why our children are indulging this. Next one says, wasihatika qabla sakamika. Your health before your sickness. Doesn't mean that health is going to stay all the way till 50, 60, 70 years old. Health can be taken away I think 12 years old. Health can be taken away 16 years old. One of the family, the guy is rich guy, own business in Dubai. You know, in Dubai, this is hot outside, cold inside the office. So he came inside, but no one was in the office. AC was full on. Something happened that the coldness went in his brain. Thanda yak ho gaya. Stopped working. His brain stopped working. No one went in that office for next 2 hours, and he got disabled. 2 hours, no one got in the office, and he got disabled. After that, his servants came in the office. They took him out, took him to hospital. He spent all his money on his ilaj, on his treatment. Business got sold, and eventually they had to send him back to Pakistan. Now this guy is on wheelchair from last 5 years. His brain is only working 80%. Oh no, sorry, 80% is not working. 20% brain is working. His wife is stitching clothes. कपड़े सीखती है, जिसके जरिए उसका घर चल रहा है. वो ज़कात के पैसे से अपना घर चला रही है. You know how old the guy is? Or 27, 28. Only 27 or 28 years old that person is. So sehat before it is taken away. Don't think sehat will stay with you. And the kind of food we eat nowadays, especially our youngsters, use the way they eat all junk food, no exercise. By 30 you will be old person anyway. Like an old person. Sehat will be gone. I know 30 years old. My friends, sugar no hai, diabetes no hai, all kind of blood pressure, heart problems they have, and only 30 to 32 years old. May Allah subhanahu give health to everyone and a good iman to everyone. Then he says, wa ghinaka qabla faqrika. Wa ghinaka qabla faqrika. Rasulullah says, your richness before poverty comes to you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you money, take advantage. Give it to charities. Go do umrah, go do hajj. Don't just keep it in your bank account. Don't just keep it with you all the time. Don't just spend it on wrong things before poverty comes to you. Why? Because things are all changing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, Tilkal ayamu nudawiluha bainan nas. Tilkal ayamu. These days, they're never gonna be same. Today, if you have money, tomorrow you might have no money. Today you have health, tomorrow you might have no health. Tilkal ayamu nudawiluha. We always bringing the days upon you, different days. Sometimes it's good day, sometimes bad day. So take advantage from your money or your richness. Richness cannot be just money. Richness of your heart. If you're smart in your business, help your family members that they can become good as well. Don't just show them off that look, I'm good and you are not. And you can help them. You can help them. You can give them advice, but you don't want to give them advice. Why? Because maybe they become better than me. Then Rasulullah says, "Wafragaka qabla shughulika." Your spare time before you become busy. That is especially for youth. Your spare time. Right now you're living with your parents. Right now maybe you have no wife, no children. You can do so much for your akhirah, for your deen. You can save money so that when you become 40, you go to 40 years old, 50 years old, then you can spend more time towards deen. You can spend more time towards your children, looking after them, making them alim deen. You have to start from today. Not when you are 30, 40 years old. This is when you are struggling. You can't even look after your son. That you're always 24 hours. You're working. How are you going to look after your children? You're always at work. And your wife is always watching dramas and movies and all the time. Who's going to look after your children? Right now, if you do something, tomorrow you can make your children al-Medin as well. We started, this speech with Amal. What is Dunya's Amal? Look what Rasulullah says. Rasulullah says there are three things which follow you to your grave. Three things. Rasulullah says that yatba'ul mayyata thalathatun. There are three things which follows mayyat, deceased person, up to the grave. Not inside the grave, up to the grave. And Rasulullah says, فَيَرْجُعُ إِثْنَانُ وَيَبْقَ وَاحِدٌ. Two comes back, one stays there. And he says, يَتْبَعُ أَهْلُهُ وَمَالُهُ وَعَمَلُهُ. Who follows him? His coffin is going towards the grave. Who's following him? Maluhu, his wealth. All those cars he had, his sons are driving, his uncles are driving, all the money, the wealth, all is following him. Wa ahluhu, his family is following him as well up to the grave. And your amal and your deeds, either good or bad, they're coming with you. Fayarju ahluhu wa maluhu. Then his family, ahluhu, his ahl comes back. No one's gonna stay with you in your grave or that night with you in graveyard. Fayarju ahluhu wa maluhu. All your cars, all your Range Rovers, all them, they're gonna come back. Chalo yaar, masjid jaga roti khilani hai. Let just stay here. Let's go. We need to feed people. We need to go back. Or everything gonna come back. What's gonna stay with you? Rasulullah says, "Wajabaka amaluhu." Your amal will stay with you in your grave. No one is gonna stay there with you, and your amal will transform into a human. It's a form of a shape of human. And if those amal are good, if you lived a good life according to the Sharia of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and with the boundaries, you have never broken any boundary of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those amal is going to be, the person is going to be so beautiful. You will feel so good. The person that is like your best friend is with you in the grave, because that time you need someone, you're going to be on your own in the grave, pitch black. And then you will say, who are you? That subhanallah, at least I have someone, my own family left me. I did everything for them and they left me. Who are you? I never saw you before. He says, I am your amal. You looked after me above this earth. I will look after you beneath the earth. And I will stay with you till the day of judgment. Any punishment come towards you, I'll stop the punishment. I am your roza, I am your namaz, I am your hajj, I am your zakat. And then Rasulullah says that if he never looked after his amal, he had girlfriend in this dunya, he was watching evil videos, he was disrespecting his parents, he was doing all wrong things, he was taking drugs, or he was selling drugs, or any sort of haram business he was doing, all that you are making your amal, the person's going to become horrible, ugly and ugly and ugly, missing your namazah, not doing anything what Rasulullah told you to do. You are doing everything what shaitan is inviting you towards. And then Rasulullah says that same person, his amal, will transform into a very ugly face, horrible face. Then when he's going to wake up in his grave, he's going to see him. He said, I'm already scared here, it's pitch black here. Who are you? He will say, you are the one who made me this. He said, but tell me who are you? He said, I am your amal. You never looked after me above the earth. Now I'll stay with you till the day of judgment here in your grave. I won't be able to help you. You are the one who made me this. I could be beautiful. You could have looked after your namaz properly. You could have looked after your Ramzan properly. You could have looked after your Hajj properly. But you never did. You made me this. I'm going to be here till the day of judgment. Hazrat, this is up to you. You are the one who make your life, either this life or hereafter. Everything what is in hereafter, everything, every single thing, even before death, when you will see angels coming towards you, just few seconds before death, you start seeing angels. Hadith of Rasulullah. Just before death, you start seeing angels. All, even those angels, depending on your deeds, how you live this life. Rasulullah said either they're going to be beautiful, white angels, or they will transform into a very horrible face, ugly face, just to give you punishment. Rest of the life all depends how you live this life. Everything depends on how you live this life. How can we make our life beautiful? By looking after our namazah, by looking after our parents, your parents are your Jannah. Your father is your Jannah. Jannah is under the feet of your mother. And we are running after Peer Saab. Is it Jannah is under the feet of Pir Sahib? Huh? But Allah's Rasul is telling you Jannah is under the feet of your mother. What mean by under the feet of your mother? By respecting her, by serving her, you can earn Jannah. It is that easy. But same goes with father as well. Rasul says, Al-Walidu awsat abwab al-Jannah. Your father is the middle door of Jannah. What mean middle? The best door. The best door of Jannah. Let's say you got Jannah by respecting your mother. You got beautiful house. How are you going to enter in the house when there is no door? No other entrance is there. No windows, nothing at all. There's only one door there. If that door doesn't open, you won't be able to enter in your house. And that door is your father. So Rasul, your Nabi saying, your father is the best door to Jannah. Allah's Raza, Rasul says, Allah's Raza in your father is a Raza, as long as he's not telling you anything wrong to do. Allah's Narazagi is in father's Narazagi. If your father is pleased with you, that means Allah is pleased with you. As long as, again, as long as he's telling you everything good and you doing good and he's razi with you. Any to drug बेचने लगा पैसे ले आने लगे, अब्बा राजी है पुत्र पैसे ले आने लगे है ना? No. The same father is doing what? He's ally of shaitan. The same father is ally of shaitan because he's not telling you that you need to stop doing this. Your mother is not telling you stop taking drugs. She is ally of shaitan, even though she is your mother. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq to understand our deen. Jazakallahu khair, Azad.